And we're back again. Again. Because I did the thing again where I thought I hit the hotkey to start recording and apparently I was wrong. Well, I'm really going to assume I got it this time. So I did a couple of things. I did a few things in the downtime since I recorded yesterday's thing, which is last week's thing from your perspective, or, you know, assuming you're watching this in, like, what, January at this point? Here is July the 28th. But I'm uploading something I'm doing daily, weekly. So if you see it the instant it comes out, it's, you know, probably 6 months from now. If you see it sometime after that, who knows. Anyway, well, one thing I did in the downtime was started Minecraft, because one of my cats was good enough to step on the power strip for just like a tenth of a second, exactly enough to not even turn off the computer so much as trigger it to restart. And, you know, so that was fun. I got to stuff sheep back in restarting, or even just like going to the nether and coming back. Anything that's close to a fence or something like, you know, a semi-solid block just tends to bounce out. I don't know why, it's just never been fixed. What do I have? Nothing. I need something I don't have, too. Alright, so apart from just getting Minecraft started back up, although amusingly, because it just turned off the whole computer, I still quit 0 games in almost 17 days of, you know, which I've actually been playing this for more like almost a month, but in cases I just alt-tabbed away without parking my guy to, you know, run the whole thing safely without me. So it's now like day 1356. I want... So this, you may notice, is some dirt. I chopped down the forest a couple of times. The oak forest. And by a couple, I mean like 4 or 5. Or 6, or it was a bunch. It was boring, I didn't record it. But I now have enough dirt to do almost anything. And the exceptions to anything would be actually filling up a village with dirt so that farmer villagers could just do their own thing. I suppose there's no reason that couldn't be kind of next, or at least eventual. But it's going to take an absurd amount of dirt to build a village the way I'm used to doing it. I guess I could probably do a smaller patch of dirt that they could still work with, but meh. Okay, that, yeah. If you haven't worked out what I'm up to, I want to, oh, I tore out the, and I thought I recorded it, I tore out the, wheat field that was down there, because it was down there, and I'm very rarely down there. I pretty much go down for the exclusive purpose of, you know, cutting down oak trees and getting dirt from Chester, and there's other things I can trade with Chester, but lately it's been all about dirt. So, I no longer have a wheat field, which in fact is the first thing I want to rectify, which I guess you'll get that in a minute. Right now I'm just laying at... I ran out of spruce wood, so I wasn't able to finish the floor. I don't want to just throw dirt down over a void. If I am over a void. Kinda. So, that's a pretty good start. How much room do I... Yeah, good. Oh, I used that to get sheep back home. The bright side about sheep bouncing out is you can pretty much just build a staircase out of whatever blocks are handy and then lead them back into the paddock by holding some wheat. You know, in case you're wondering how to fix a problem like that, I guess that's what I do. I think, what did I just see? 10 open slots, which is like 40 logs. I should be able to get at least 40 out of this. I've never seen a super spruce that was less than at least close to 50. Some of the really short ones aren't huge, and then some you'll actually get a couple of stacks of logs, which is nice. Though it's rare to get one that tall that has enough leaves to make it worth collecting, you know, waiting around for the leaves to fall. My favorites are definitely the ones that are a couple of stacks tall, which is, you know, like 30 meters. That also just have a stupid amount of leaves. But that's like, you never see those. It happens like 1 in 30 times, maybe. Clear out these, because for some reason I'm thinking that if they're not in the way, this thing will grow taller next time. Which is probably not true, given the way the oak grove thing works. I'm not convinced I'm doing any good by actually recording chopping down a tree. That's not really news to anyone, but in a lot of ways, the stuff I'm doing right now is all stuff I've done before. I'm doing more of it. And it seems better to film it than to, you know, try to explain later the jump cut of a week in the future after I've done massive amounts of things. And, you know, if I'm wrong about that, there is the option to skip a video. And I'm adding these all to a playlist at this point as I upload them, so that's enough. Alright, yeah, let me just, nuts. I'm sure I'm right about this, meaning maybe. Building a floor because, you know, if I ever want to reclaim the dirt, I don't want to have to come up with a sneaky way of getting it without letting it drop off the planet. I'm not even a huge fan of letting it drop 60-odd meters below and having to go after it, because things can evaporate. It only takes about 5 minutes for stuff sitting on the ground to stop existing, and that's a good way to lose things that I want to keep in a SkyBlock map. So, this is a floor that keeps my dirt in the family. It's like, no, I did that one first, so I'm good. And now a plane is flying over. I assume that's being picked up. Yay. In a real way, I'm nowhere near anywhere a plane would be. Thanks for that. Go away. The actual airport is miles and miles away. Like, seriously, from here, $100 in a taxi. Don't know what it is in an Uber. I don't bother with this. I am within a parsec of an Air Force base. I'm here in a suburb of Denver. I'm pretty much extreme southeast Aurora, which if you've heard of Aurora, it might be because someone shot up a cinema 5 years ago. Probably out of sleep. So, yeah, I get the occasional fighter jet flying overhead. And in fairness, the things are like 30-odd thousand feet up. Like, in addition to the 5,400 feet I'm at. So 55, somewhere in there. But they're also extraordinarily loud machines, and they suck. Alright, so that done. I don't know if that's enough cobblestone, since I'm halfway back to where I can get more. I'm gonna go grab more. Just because I want, you know, Enderman proofing, as always. Anyway, the overall plan today here is somewhat obviously just to create farmland for all 6 food groups. Now, I call them food groups. In reality, it's more or less one food group. Well, 2. Potatoes are starchier than vegetables. And watermelons are fruits, and pumpkins are some sort of squash, which might be a vegetable, I don't even care. Yay. Point is, I'm not thinking milk and meat and stuff as food groups, I'm just thinking individual seeds. Because that's how I think. Hi, cat, don't step on my power thing. Stupid thing with the power thing, the strip. I could actually just kind of bolt it into the wall behind the, you know, computer screen. I haven't. And the reason I haven't is I have no idea why I haven't. I just haven't. I suppose the best excuse is to bolt it into the wall, I would probably have to unplug stuff. And since roughly the day that I put the power strip where it is, bad place though it is, damn it, I've been busy. And not even like busy doing other things, I mean busy with the computer. I keep getting notifications at Facebook.com that I've shared something some absurd number of hundreds of days in a row because I'm awesome. It's like, well, honestly, I haven't skipped a day on the net since sometime in 1996, and that was only because I took like a decade off after 1986 because the invention of the 1200 baud modem was, you know, left me wanting. By the way, I just did this all stupid. Okay, it doesn't matter, I'll figure it out in a sec. I'll get a tree. I am not going to be filling dirt into only those little pockets. But it's not a big deal. I need to do more noticing what I'm doing over talking while thumping, just because I see spots in front of me where I could thump things. It's okay. If nothing else, it serves to illustrate how these farms work. Which, you know, is pretty obvious. I guess if it ever needs to be explained. For dirt to be hydrated by water, it's got to be within 4 blocks of the water. Which is funny, because that means you can actually have 3 blocks of any other material between the dirt and the water, and it'll work. Which is why the way I usually do villages works. So, if I put water, and I will, in fact, put water right here, it'll hydrate everything to here. And that way it fits nicely into my method of, you know, kind of a base 5 layout. is where I find out if I even have enough dirt. That should be fun. Oh, I probably have enough dirt. I only need, yeah, that'll be okay. With these pockets aside, I just need, well, as of now, each type of food, each food group, is 64 blocks of dirt. And then with the whole cross beam in the middle, that would be 81 blocks of dirt, but the very middle is going to be water, so it's 80. And that means that once I have this part done, I really only need another 80 blocks of dirt, which I think I just have. Like this. To fill in these little veins. And then the only trick is remembering, now that I've filled them all in identically, exactly which one is actually farmland and which is more cobblestone separator thingy. Not terribly concerned about getting all my cobblestone back. I wouldn't turn it down, I know where to get more of that in a hurry. Okay, so this is 1, well, 2, 3, and this will be 4. Ordinarily, I kind of lay this out in the opposite way. I do exactly what I just did, but the cross beam things I've got here I do in dirt, and then it's easy enough to just fill in a stack of dirt per individual farm. So basically I've just added roughly 2 steps here. Wait, I'm confused and I don't like being... I just did that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just the act of explaining what I'm doing while trying to do it means I do it wrong. Which also means I explain it wrong, so... good luck deciphering what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that looks better. Well, I think I still have enough dirt to make this work. Yeah, because I only need 16 for this. 12. 8. 4. Alright, and that is all of the farmland I'm ever going to need ever for anything ever, unless I do it. I'm almost contemplating eventually doing a second villa. I'll probably leave that one alone. I don't even want to play with it. But I might do a second one. I can't decide if it's worth talking about. Hey guys. With that away in expectation of use. I don't know if I have enough. 170. Maybe not. It's not as simple as trying to calculate 80 by 5, which is 320, or 320, 160. No, it isn't. So I'm trying to divide and multiply it by 5 at the same time. Oh, I don't have any... Damn it. More good news, I just wasted a hoe. See what happens when planes fly overhead at me? I just forget what I'm doing. Oh, nuts. The fastest way to do this is going to be... just because I happen to have these handy. Yeah, you have to actually have the water in place or else the hydration isn't going to last very long. Which is probably an obvious thing to know. Yeah, that's annoying, thanks. Granted, I had the 2 right here, but... I don't want to have to deal with it. Alright, so now... I really have no idea how many thumps I need to have. But I'm guessing I'm down close to 100 uses left on this thing. Which is not going to be enough. I should make a diamond hoe just to be weird. Yeah, we're not even going to get through this. I don't know if this will work. I mean, it'll work, but I don't know if it'll be enough. It starts at 250, right? It'll be enough. It should be. Because I'm only going to need I think maybe, if so, it's going to be close. I gotta pick a direction. Let's go this way. This is going to be, I think this will probably just be pumpkins, if I can arbitrate that. And then the other one of this one will be melons. And the trick with pumpkins and melons, of course, is they need a dirt block to grow onto from next to the stem. Which means that doesn't have to be furrowed, and in fact annoys me when it is. This way. The furrowed stuff is where I plant things. What did I do? Yeah, I can live with that. Alright, just to be weird. I'm gonna dig up all of these, even though I could just do it later, because I'm gonna move them. Just because I would rather have... I want to lay these out kind of in a certain order. And put wheat on this one because it's something I'm going to want more often. Which means the carrots go here. got a torch in my inventory, or my torch holder. I gotta make sure I don't thump it in there and kill the water I've got. Half the reason I tend to place carpets over those things. I missed one. Okay. And then I've got this sitting here. Which... do I have any wood left? Hang on. It's actually going to be faster to literally transfer. That should be right. Instead of actually tearing the whole thing apart and carrying it. I think that's what I want. Let's go thump this here. So I have a bit of uniformity. Actually, let's do it this way. I'm seriously blaming the F-18s. Or whatever they are. I think officially they're more like growlers. They're F-18s, but not officially, and therefore they're Air Force instead of Navy. This is carrots. And there's another plane coming in there. Damn it. What is wrong with you people today? Alright, I've got some, we're out close to half an hour. I haven't been doing any jump cuts today. That's probably not the smartest thing. That's not strictly what I want. That's, yeah. Oh, you know what, just give me all of it, I don't care. Oh, good. Okay. Go get some wheat seeds into place. And then I'm going to have to go down and grab the other four things. Are we good? Alright, and then just, that's still carrots, huh? A couple of those if I have to lead sheep around. Okay, don't need carrots on me. And then I'm just going to go grab the I should have potatoes, some beet seeds, and then melons and pumpkins or seeds. And those are what I'm going to have to kind of be careful how I lay them down. Hang on a sec. And, wow, that hurt. Got a bit of a headache here, so anything as chaotic as sneezing is unpleasant. I think I can just grab this without going up. Yeah, I'll just do this. Oh, I'll have to fix that later because it's bad. Is that all I need? No, I need that. I like keeping a seed vault, although in a case like this, it's probably not that required. But just in case something goes really... Damn it. Really wrong, thanks. I don't want to have to start over on, well, ordinarily looking for seeds. In this case, it's more about trading for them. And now I have those damn things on me. I'm not really complaining that I have them. It turns out they're useful. But they're in my way. Okay. So this is wheat. Let's get some of these down. And, you know, beets are the newest and most useless of foods. I'm not sure where they're going with beets. You can make soup out of them and maybe, you know, some kind of borscht, I don't know. But villagers don't want them. They double as red dye, but I've got so many roses that I'm never going to care. Okay, I'm going to make this one melons. This one is pretty arbitrary. And I'm going to... I didn't finish that. Make this one pumpkins. Oh, I know why I didn't finish it. And for that, it's nighttime again. Explain. How can it possibly be nighttime again? I know there's, yeah. I don't even care. Just give me lots. I'm not going to bother sleeping right now. I don't think anything's going to happen to me. I'm far enough away that if zombies appear over there, I can just wander over here. Go ahead and bone meal these, which doesn't exactly give me anything right away, but at least it gets the interminable waiting for the stalks to grow over with. Yep, why not? And, that's kind of weird. Now I just need some, carpet. Oh, I just did that wrong. Carpets real quick. I have 2. Actually, that works out nicely because I need 3 more. No, wait, I only need that. And the problem here is that I kind of sort of put the pumpkins in a stupid place, so I don't have them to use as a backstop. Hey, I got a melon. Alright, carpets. And then, just to let you know what's going on here. Silk Touch gives me this. And then with the next melon, I'll break it apart some other way so that I actually do break it apart. And now I've got pumpkin seeds, which I want to stop planting torches every time I do this. I want to lay these out in a way that they... If I planted one just like here, with nothing near it, it could grow onto either side with the tilled stuff, and I don't want that. I think that's pretty much what I need to do here and now. apart from optionally bone. Why are these taking so many? Is that only 3? That's way more than 3. 5. That's weird. I've never seen that. I thought it was always just 3. Well, that's alright. I've got lots of bones. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode. The rest of this is just going to be growing stuff and chopping it down and using the seeds I get to plant and get more, and it just goes on like that. It's fairly academic, though. So, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and then in the downtime I'll get stuff grown and get many, you know, labor fruits or whatever the hell, and that'll be how that works, and I'll just see you next time. Bye.